about your hair plugs. It wasn't, it wasn't me.
Can you hear me finally?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Bring her up.
Hi, Hi, I'm Kapar. Welcome to Cloning Services for Low IQ Dandruff Fatties like Diego and Brincesia, aka Noura Bandura, the Arab neo-Nazi fat whore, Jew-hating piece of shit, who puts
Or Nura Sharmuta.
yeah, she puts Anne Frank on her PTR. She's a fucking stupid cunt bitch.
Yeah, I don't know why you're an asshole to me, to be honest.
I don't know. We had a bad exchange, and I just attacked your hair plugs. I'm sorry.
I don't have hair plugs. I don't know what's wrong with you.
So I apologize. I retract my statement about your hair plugs. I apologize. I know it's not Yom Kippur. We just had it, and I missed my opportunity. But you'll have to accept today as my Yom Kippur. I apologize. I'm sincerely sorry. I hope you accept my apology.
Okay. Strange.
But if you want to get hair plugs, maybe it would be a good look. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Do you use Head and Shoulders?
I don't. I don't have dandruff. Thank you.
Well, Clubhouse's number one stupid fatty, aka Mr. Divorcee, who ruined his life on Clown House and lost his wife and kids, that fat piece of shit in San Diego does have dandruff. So we're cloning fatties that have dandruff. If you know any fat Jewish derangement syndrome loser pieces of shit that just make fun of Jews all day, 50 hours a week, and just say the Jews control the weather, they control the energy, the media, the televisions, everything, and the Federal Reserve and everything else. This is a room for those types of people.
Hold on. Who's Diego Bunny?
Diego Benny, does it matter? We're running a cloning service
No,
here.
I understand, but they were talking about me in the chat, so I'm just wondering who it is.
Let me see. M can become a Diego. What's M doing here? Who is Diego Bunny? Died Diego Bunny. Diego Bunny. He was in the baptism resurrection meditation room with my old Dr. Copeland account. It's a good question. October 4th? That was fucking a month ago. Wow. Not sure who he is. Sorry, can't help you, M. Kapar. But damn, M. Kapara, your wooden floors look great, as always.
Okay. I don't know if that's sarcasm. I don't know. Like, I don't know what, like, whatever you're saying. You're just, like, weird to me. I don't know.
We don't do respect. Kick 'em.
Very strange.
I know. And I just got back from the gym, so I'm feeling great.
Well, are you? Are you okay?
Oh, I'm fine. Do you see my clones? My clone army has my back. Do you see the power of my clones? Join
That's
us.
fine.
Assimilate. Change your name. It's not permanent. Assimilate.
No, I don't do that to people. Even if I won't do that to somebody.
That's okay. That's because you're a good person. I, on the other hand, maybe I'm not such a good person. It's hard to tell these days.
Oh my god, come up.
This is the reaction response room to fat men that have dandruff. They're low IQ. Their wives hate them. Their children don't know them anymore because they're on this social audio networking app called Clown House.
I get it. You've said it before. It's not gonna make you feel better.
Well, I'm sorry. You haven't fully assimilated. Please go on mute. Diego's. Assemble the army of Diego. So listen to this really stupid woman who who wants to go out on a date tonight. Listen to how obnoxious she is.
Oh my god, you recorded her?
No. This is her sending me voice messages on Bumble.
Hey, John. Good afternoon. Hope you're having a good Saturday so far, and I would like to meet you and see you. Just curious. I live like downtown Naperville area. Are you open to coming out here and meeting, or did you just have a thing for the casino? Because I do actually love to play roulette, and that Hugo's is pretty amazing. So they do have good dirty martinis, but let me know. I'll go ahead and shoot you my number, and I'd love to connect.
She did not send me her number. So I wrote, I buy dinner. That means you should come to me. But I understand. I'm sure you can draw out a man to your dinner by your house.
Hi,
No, she
Marilyn.
could
Can I
totally
convince you to
pick
get your
me.
beautiful
What is
self
that?
together and drive to me to the casino tonight? I know we're going to have so much fun.
So then she wrote, and this is her voicemail.
Ooh.
Ew, yeah,
Confident
my
answer,
rich.
John. Yeah, I was just planning to get back to you about that. I just wanted to be 100% sure. I freaking love the casino. I was actually out that way a little earlier. I have a little addiction. But I was just thinking, like, maybe if I did go out there, maybe like 7 works. But how do you feel about that?
And so, mind you, this bitch is already there because her profile says she was there. She was there as she was telling me she was not there. So,
Yeah, once again, I was at the casino earlier. But I probably don't plan on coming back just because I did go earlier and I got pretty lucky. But I wouldn't go probably back. And I want to meet you, John. I'm pretty sure we wouldn't have any problem with having fun and connecting. But if you're willing to come out to Naperville, I'm down. And if not, no pressure. Hopefully, we can catch each other when the timing is right. But as of now, I am open and still willing to meet if you're willing to come to Naperville. And you know it will be worth it. But I don't usually persuade people, I just go with the flow. Um, but hope your Saturday afternoon is going well. And I appreciate you chatting with me.
holy shit. So, her name is Marilyn. I'm pretty sure she wears a wig. And she claims that she is Armenian. But I've never met any African American Armenians. I don't know. Just, maybe she's not Armenian and she's a black woman with a wig on. Hard to tell these days. Such terrible photos. Being facetious. So what am I gonna? I'm gonna say. Let's see here. Hi Marilyn, are you feeling like coming out? Because I really don't want to drive all the way out to Naperville. So if you want to come to Edison Park or the casino, maybe we could meet. But I know you were just here and you got lucky. But I'm sure we're gonna have fun. So send me your number and I'll text message you. Look forward to talking to you. Bye bye. Does that sound like a prick?
Tell her that she'll get lucky again.
She's gonna
That's
get
better than
lucky
getting
again.
lucky twice.
I don't think you can get lucky when you wear a wig. It's just my opinion.
Such a dick.
How's Lincoln Park? I'm talking to this other girl. And this other girl wants me to call her, and I've already called her, and I think she's forgotten that I've called her, and so it's going to be the same boring conversation as the first time. Also, this cop, she wrote, I'll hit you up later to see what you're up to. Police. Sent her some police emojis.
Bring up Willow Tree.
I did. Willow Tree. Oh, wow, Willow Tree. You got to change your first name and fully assimilate to the cult of Diego.
So, I'm not gonna lie, I watched this Code
unquote wedding ceremony like twice today. And I was walking outside while I was listening and I was laughing like a dumbass. I was like, I have to stop listening to this shit because I was like, I couldn't hold my laugh.
Yeah, if anybody missed the wedding party yesterday of Diego and Princessia, we did a full wedding ceremony,
Yes.
and it was
And you
hilarious.
have to listen to it.
It was
I wasn't there.
it was hilarious. Also, the replays are on. It's also on YouTube. Just go to loveourjoy.com to experience the Princessia Diego wedding. Two of the biggest losers. Anne Frank was there. She had a sword. She wanted to kill Diego, but unfortunately, Diego's so slimy. She couldn't get a hold of him. She kept slipping out of her hand, and she kept getting grossed out, saying, "Ugh, dandruff, yuck."
I have the timestamps of the wedding. So it starts. Yes. So it starts around this until 1 hour. 1 hour. 40 minutes. Like this.
Rabbi, you missed the wedding party yesterday. Such a shame. You could have had so much fun.
Yeah, you should listen to the replay, by the way. It's hilarious. Oh my gosh.
Today's the honeymoon, right?
Yeah, today is the honeymoon, Diego.
Ooh, are we going to Fiji, Maui, or are we going to Paris?
No, come on. We only have dandruff money.
That's true. Dandruff shampoo is getting expensive, and I do need a lot of it.
How about we go back to Tijuana?
Where?
Tijuana?
Tijuana.
Oh, Tijuana. Yeah, that's true. Diego's probably been down there and fucked a lot of prostitutes.
Oh my gosh.
Well, he's got himself an online neo-Nazi prostitute of his dreams, which is very exciting for him. It's lonely being a neo-Nazi in San
I
Diego.
have no energy to laugh anymore.
When your wife hates you for being such a loser piece of shit, you get dandruff, you get depressed, you start talking to fat Arab neo-Nazis. Things go downhill pretty rapidly.
Oh God, you
Hold
guys
on,
are
let me-
nuts.
We're not
Girl,
nuts.
you should listen to that replay, then you know what actual nut is.
Yeah.
And especially the music was so fitting. Like, I don't know how you do it, but you're very talented. You should really, like, take it outside this app, like, for real.
It was.
He has taken it outside the app. What are you talking about? He's dedicated his life to that.
Yesterday was a big moment, and it really did go well. I mean, I could be a wedding planner.
Yeah.
I could easily
You
be a wedding
do.
planner.
Like, I swear on everything, it was amazing. Like, I never had, like, I literally, as he was speaking, I'm just imagining everything happening in my mind, you know?
Yeah, we passed the mic around to tons of people. We had all kinds of clubhouse guests
Yes.
come in and do wedding speeches.
It
It
was
was
so
beautiful. It was so awesome. And it's amazing how like I could tickle somebody's feather just with audio, because we really are audio creatures. I mean, if you lose your hearing and you can't hear any of this, wow, life is really boring. But the truth is, going deaf and never having to listen to Diego or Princessia might actually be preferable to actually ever listening to their stupid asses again. Oh, also, I want to throw Simon into the mix because I've never heard him ever say anything intelligent ever. Just FYI.
Yeah, he's very subjective.
Simon from where I am.
Subjective? He's not subjective. He's objective. Sometimes he's subjective. Mostly he's objective. I don't know. Is he subjective or objective? Objective, subjective. I can't. Fuck.
I was reading, by the way, I asked ChatGPT, let's ask ChatGPT what praxeology is. And while reading it, it's like, this is everything that Diego isn't.
Yeah. Simon, welcome to the room. We were just talking about you, about how you've never said anything intelligent ever.
How the fuck did he come in the room after mentioning him? Or was he already in the
I don't
room?
know. Are you going to be subjective, Simon, or objective? Or objectively subjective? Which one's it going to be? So,
Also, Rabbi, we don't fight with him. We don't have a beef. This is a compliment. For
this is
Diego.
a roast. This is nothing but a roast. We roast
Yeah, it's a
fatties.
compliment.
Yeah, it's a compliment. When you are a fat loser with dandruff and you are a neo-Nazi piece of shit that got kicked out of high school for being a loser neo-Nazi, and then you come on social audio chit chat apps and you put up fucking pictures of Anne Frank and giggle like little schoolgirls, you might have a problem. And you might have a problem with me. But the real problem is your low IQ and you have dandruff and you have a sebaceous body, which means you don't shower, you don't work out, because you're here 50 hours a week just talking. That funny?
He showers with AirPods in his
2-minute
ear.
showers max. And you know he doesn't shower often because he would shower live. Obviously, he wouldn't actually disconnect and go take a shower and do the things he needs to do. So he's got to do it live. Obviously,
You guys are grossing me out. Stop.
don't get grossed out. Just
Well,
go to.
he said himself he has the AirPods in his ears while he's showering. So I'm not sure about you, but if I have AirPods in, I wouldn't be able to scrub my hair really well. Maybe that's why he has dandruff.
Obviously, there is no beef with Diego. Okay, he is not a hot
Yeah,
hunk of
calm
beef.
down. Like,
He's a slimy
Me?
loser. What? No, we're talking to Rabbi McDickerson, who's also a low IQ moron, who is incapable of general conversations or debates without just rambling and talking over people nonstop because he's a schizo moron.
Isn't that what you do all the time, though?
I'm sorry.
stop being subjective.
Was somebody subjectively asking me a question, or was that an objective statement? I can't tell the difference anymore.
No, it's a question. What you do all the time.
Are you saying that I'm a
How
hypocrite?
is something all the time? How is it objective?
Are you calling me a hypocrite?
Yeah, I say that's probably.
Again, like I said, you've never said anything
Let's
intelligent.
bring in Mike Moon.
Okay.
Do you follow Mike Moon?
Yeah, where is Mike Moon? We need a little Mike Moon in our
we
lives.
need some a little.
Simon, you're so boring. You're so boring. I hate to tell you that. You're never going to get laid because you are that boring. No woman in her right mind would ever touch her dinky because she'd be like, man, this guy's just too boring. Am I being subjective or objective about this? I can't even tell.
Yeah, again, you're not saying anything intelligent. I already have a girlfriend, so
You have a girlfriend?
you, 5 years.
Oh my goodness. That's a miracle. Mazel tov. How does she subjectively tolerate you? It must be objective, right?
You should ask me.
Oh, she's not. Are you dating somebody on this app? Got it. Well, that's healthy. I guess if you have a codependent, toxic relationship with a fat Arab neo-Nazi whore, perhaps, it's not a real relationship. Maybe it's just a Jew hate derangement syndrome.
It'd be kind of weird because, it's Jewish living.
Sorry, I can't hear you. You're mumbling as usual. Can you speak up? Maybe clear the crust from the sides of your
I
mouth.
said it would be weird because she has Jewish lineage.
She has Jewish lineage?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I had no
Why
idea.
don't you Robert come up? Just come up.
He doesn't want to come up.
Come up and be Diego.
No, Rabbi does his own thing. He himself also knows that Diego is a retard. I've heard him admit it.
Yeah, he did admit to that many times. I remember that too.
So Simon, I know it feels comfortable just sitting on the stage with Diego for like 40 hours a week talking about nothing and mumbling, or like being in a room with Issa and
Both have
Daniel and
something
mumbling.
in common.
Yeah.
Both have something in common. Both of their girlfriends are older than.
I know. We don't know what you're talking about either. I mean, that's just a subjective opinion. I'm not trying to be objective with you, buddy.
It's factually correct.
I see. Well, welcome to the most exciting room of the evening, because this app is not exciting and your lives are actually boring. So welcome to the house of Diego. This is Esta La Casa de Diego. This is the cloning services for low IQ dandruff fatties. Simon, you're a perfect candidate.
Dandruff and actually have really great.
Do you wash your hair with Head and Shoulders?
Do you use soap to wash the crust that has formed on the outside of your mouth? Do you use baby wipes after you take a shit, or do you just rely on the toilet paper completely?
I usually take a shower after.
You take a shower after a shit? Oh, that's right. You don't shit for 3 days. I forgot. It's a big moment for you when you take a shit.
That's right.
Is it the psychiatric medication that keeps you constipated? That was my hypothesis.
No, it's being in ketosis.
Oh, you're in a state of ketosis? Is ketosis subjectively objective or objectively subjective in terms of like medical diagnostic testing?
It's objectively objective.
Objectively objective? Jesus, that sounds subjective to me. Oh, Simon, could you maybe give us an economic lesson on inflation? How does inflation actually work?
Inflation is the expansion of money supply.
Oh my God. Why is that a controversial statement to economists?
Because economists are fucking idiots.
Oh my God. Wait, is Diego an economist? I thought he said that that was his career. Or was it praxeology? I can't remember anymore.
I have no idea what you're saying anymore.
I know you don't. That's because you can barely even string a sentence together, Mr. Mumbler.
I just answered your question.
Well, clearly you don't want to assimilate or get cloned. I encourage you to go back to the neo-Nazi platforming Jew hate room with Diego and his neo-Nazi Arab fat-ass whore bride, Brincesia. Because we have a honeymoon to get to. And I want to thank you all for coming to the Diego Brincesia honeymoon, where two depressed loser neo-Nazi fat asses that hate Jews are going on an all-expense-paid trip to Maui. That's right, everybody. We're taking Brincesia and Diego to Maui. It's going to be very exciting.
Motherfucker, you guys are tight.
No. We're just sick of losers like you and Diego running their mouths for years as if we ever actually gave a fuck. I've been producing a show, filming it and live streaming it. I don't know how anybody else here has actually tolerated you or other people. I mean, it's clearly...
And shop what kind of automobiles we think fit, like our big inventory of new.
We changed the title to Honeymoon. Dandruff Honeymoon.
I'm looking for wedding honeymoon music right now. Hold on.
So what I believe you were trying to say is thank you.
Thank you?
You're welcome.
What? No. I didn't. I wasn't. Why would I ever say
Okay. I see what's happening, yeah. You're face to face with greatness and it's strange. You don't even know how you feel. It's adorable. Well, it's nice to see that humans never change. Open your eyes, let's begin. Yes, it's really me, it's Maui, breathe it in. I know it's a lot, the hair, the bod. When you're staring at a demigod, what can I say except you're welcome? For the tides, the sun, the sky. Hey, it's okay, you're welcome. I'm just an ordinary Jimmy guy. Hey, what has two thumbs that pulled up the sky? When you were waddling yay high, this guy. When the nights got cold.
This is like a perfect honeymoon video and music video because, you know, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, he's got a lot of hair and clearly, you know, this is about dandruff.
Who stole you fire from down below? You're looking at him, yo. Oh, also I lasso the sun. Welcome to stretch your days and bring you fun. Also I harness the breeze. You're welcome to fill your sails and shake your trees. So what can I say except you're welcome?
Thanks for the head and shoulders.
For the islands I pulled from the sea. There's no need to pray, it's okay. You're welcome. Ha, I guess it's just my way of being me. You're welcome.
So I just want to say this honeymoon experience is actually to draw you out of the neurotic stupidity of Diego and Brincesia and other losers like T-Robs. I mean, if I saw T-Robs get run over by a leprechaun truck and he turned into leprechaun paste on the concrete, I probably would scrape him up, put him in a bag, and then like find out where his, you know, rainbow and lucky, you know, his pot of gold is.
You're welcome. Well, come to think of it, honestly, I could go on and on. I can explain every natural phenomenon. The tide, the grass, the...
Wait, they took T-Robs on their honeymoon? What the fuck? Holy shit, T-Robs has the mic and they're doing a honeymoon dinner. T-Robs is going to talk about how he got his booty hole licked. Oh my god, this is embarrassing. Why did they take him?
She was dead to me. She was dead.
Oh shit! So just go on YouTube and type in T. Rob's Northern Ireland. This is called T. Rob's the next morning.
And then next morning she tried to like rape
Gonna
me
do
and
it
sex.
right now.
Dude, she licked my asshole. Now Randy might be into that thing. Bro, I was disgusted. I was fucking like that girl was dead to me. If I knew that if she licked my ass basically on the first night, right? First thing the next morning, I had even showers, bro. We'd been at the fucking club, right? And then had fucking hot sweaty sex and bro, that girl was dead to me. Like, because if she licked my ass on the first night, she licks everyone's fucking butthole on the first night.
So wait, if they had hot sweaty sex after she licked his asshole, does that mean he technically ate out his own ass? That's what I'm thinking.
Oh no, he has a picture of me on there.
Who? Oh yeah. That's right. Unfortunately, see how he doxed you, and he was using foul language. He was doing that intentionally.
She licked my asshole. And Randy might be into that thing. Bro, I was disgusted. I was fucking like, she licked her head to me. If I knew that if she licked my ass basically on the first night, first thing the next morning, I had even shut bars, bro.
Oh my god, just pass the mic away, fucking heroes. We heard this story already 10 times.
So welcome everyone to the exciting honeymoon edition. Tim is a child molester. That's right. Apparently he's a pedophile. I don't have any evidence to support that claim, nor did I make that claim. Some other Diego made that claim.
He's not a pedophile.
I don't think he's a pedophile. I don't know why some people keep claiming he's a
He wants
pedophile.
to be in their early 20s. That's all it is.
That's better than a Muslim.
Oh,
Okay.
I mean, I prefer older chick, but he likes them to be early 20s.
Yeah. Okay, so we are on this exciting honeymoon. Diego is working on his dandruff. He's getting a tan. The sebaceous oil in his skin is receding and burning off because he doesn't get any sun because he's on Clown House all day long. And so as they continue on their honeymoon and express their love and discover each other's beautiful bodies and learn exactly what it is that makes love work and why they're together in a codependent toxic neural network social audio chit chat app, which is just not real in the real world. Unfortunately, people have fallen into a black hole. And I'm now going to provide you with a secret recording of them having their first argument as a newly married couple. And it's not about the Jews, surprisingly enough. It's about something much more sinister than the Jews. I have to try to find the clip, though.
I have been trying to find a way to help people for so long.
Fat bitch, go to the gym and help yourself. Sorry, that's our resyndication in India. That was the dubbing we did on their honeymoon video. Oh, this is Jordan B. Peterson giving advice to Princessia and Diego.
There's been some great work on what behavioral markers predict divorce in couples counseling. Really solid work. Okay, so here's one predictor. When the couple is talking in front of the therapist and one of them or the other or both roll their eyes, there's like a 95% chance they're going to be...
You know these Jew-hating fucks roll their eyes at least 50 times a day on this fucking app.
divorced within 6 months, and that's contempt. Okay? But here's another cool fact from that research. If you have people track the number of positive and negative interactions with their partner, you can calculate ratios, and then you can see what the ratio is that lends itself to the successful maintenance of a relationship. And so you might think, well, the more positive interactions, the better. And that's kind of true. So if it falls below 5 positive to 1 negative, the relationship is in danger. Yeah. But if it rises above 11 to 1, the relationship is also in danger. Well, you want support and love, and you want most of your interactions to be positive. But you want your partner to slap you now and then when you're being stupid. There's been some great work on...
You hear that? Slap your partner when you're being stupid. If that was true, they'd both have black eyes. Oh, how exhausting. You know, I feel kind of bad for them, so I've decided to hire a Jewish therapist for marriage family therapy because,
Oh wait, when they went to therapy, you know who was talking first?
who?
Instead of Diego and Nora, you know who was interrupting?
Who?
Shit sex. Dude, she licked my asshole. Now, Rowdy might be into that thing. Bro, I was fucking legit. That girl was dead to me.
Dead.
I knew that she, like, if she licked my ass basically on the first night, right? First thing the next morning,
I mean, he was taking over their therapy session.
Okay, this is Princessia talking to her Jewish therapist about her fucked up codependent toxic relationship with her neo-Nazi husband, Diego.
Everybody's marriage has problems.
Is he seeing another woman?
Yeah, you can make that plural. Yes, he sees other women. I sort of look the other way. I want to help him.
Do you? Moments ago you used the word divorce.
I said I was considering divorce. I may be overstepping my boundaries here, but you are Jewish, aren't you?
Is that relevant?
Well, us Catholics, we place a great deal of stock in the sanctity of the family. And I am not sure that your people...
I've been married for 31 years.
Well, then you know how difficult it can be. He's a good man. He's a good father.
You tell me he's a depressed criminal. Prone to anger.
Sits on Clown House 30, 40, 50 hours a week.
Serially unfaithful. Is that your definition of a good man?
I thought psychiatrists weren't supposed to be judgmental.
Many patients want to be excused for their current predicament because of events that occurred in their childhood. That's what psychiatry has become in America. Visit any shopping mall or ethnic pride parade to witness the results.
What we say in here stays in here, right?
By ethical code, by law.
His crimes, they are organized crime.
The mafia.
Jew haters.
Oh, Jesus.
Princessia.
What?
Don't cry, Princessia.
So what? He betrays me every week with these whores.
Probably the least of his misdeeds. And you can leave now or you can stay and hear what I have to say.
Princessia, stop crying. You're always crying on this app. Why?
You're gonna charge the same anyway.
I won't take your money.
That's a new one.
You must trust your initial impulse and consider leaving him. You'll never be able to feel good about yourself. You'll never be able to quell the feelings of guilt and shame that you talked about. As long as you're his accomplice.
You're wrong about the accomplice part, though.
You sure?
All I did was make sure he's got clean clothes in his closet.
Keep coming to his clubhouse room 50 hours a week to support him. I love him.
Dinner on his table.
So enabler would be a more accurate job description for you than accomplice. My apologies.
So, you think I need to define my boundaries more clearly? Keep a certain distance, not internalize my...
What did I just say?
Leave him.
Take only the children, what's left of them, and go.
My priest said I should try and work with him, help him to be a better man.
How's that going?
Well, he keeps creating this Jewish derangement syndrome rooms on a social audio chat called Clown House.
Have you ever read Crime and Punishment? Dostoevsky. It's not an easy read. It's about guilt and redemption. And I think for your husband to turn himself in, read this book, and reflect on his crimes every day for 7 years in his cell, then he might be redeemed.
I would have to get a lawyer, find an apartment, arrange for child support.
You're not listening.
Just delete the Clown House app. Just delete the app off your phone. You'll be free.
I'm not charging you because I won't take blood money. You can't either.
But he's a Bitcoin investor. He made a lot of money on Bitcoin. I can't delete the app. I won't abandon Diego. I love him.
One thing you can never say that you haven't been told.
I see. You're right, I see.
So the normal response to psychiatry is that it's a Jewish racket. And actually, Diego's mom has decided to make an appearance at the honeymoon, which is not a common event with regards to honeymoons. And so I'd like to pass the mic to Mrs. Diego, the matriarch of this Jew-hating neo-Nazi fat piece of shit with dandruff, and see what she has to say. Because she clearly probably raised a great son, and maybe I'm miscalculating because I'm too subjective or objective. I don't even know. But let's see what Mrs. Diego has to say. Hi, Mrs. Diego.
They sent me to a psychiatrist all morning. I took like 1 million tests.
A psychiatrist?
Yeah, you know, because I got suspended and everything.
They sent you to a psychiatrist?
Yeah.
But that's crazy. That's all nonsense. That's nothing but a racket for the Jews.
Oh my God, maybe his anti-Semitism comes from his mom. Because she thinks psychiatry is a racket for the Jews. It's nothing but a racket. Wait a minute, what did you say, Mrs. Diego?
Crazy. That's all nonsense. That's nothing but a racket for the Jews.
A racket for the Jews? Get the fuck out of here, Mrs. Diego. Take your dandruff piece of shit neo-Nazi son and his Arab fat whore bride. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck. Cloning ain't cheap. And if you can't pay, well then you can't have a clone of a fat dad bod with dandruff. Just saying. Pay up or get out. So welcome back everybody to Cloning Services for Low IQ Dandruff Fatties. We're currently spying on the Princessia Diego wedding anniversary honeymoon parties. So far we've heard from a couple family members and friends, associates from Clown House when people were having a great time on a social audio chit-chat app. Love in all its guise. Oh my God, we're at the honeymoon. Listen to this. Somebody's playing some new music. Oh my God.
This one curl is the reason I started my wavy hair.
Holy cow, Head and Shoulders has sponsored the honeymoon because he's such a popular client. He's such a long-term dandruff client. Oh, this is amazing.
Surprise! Luxurious new Pearl Concentrate Shampoo now comes in this pretty new plastic tube. And it's wonderful, pretty, convenient. The only shampoo in this see-through tube of unbreakable plastic. Yes, unbreakable. Safe. Safe where bottles and jars would smash to smithereens. Safe for...
My bad. I just want to say that it's very... Oh, here we go. Handling marital conflicts. Oh.
It couldn't happen. It wouldn't happen. But for the sake of illustrating some constructive and destructive ways of handling marital conflicts.
Did you hear that? I wish Simon was here. Constructive and deconstructive ways. That's kind of like it's subjective, objective.
Let's suppose that there's an argument going on at the Adams
I can't believe Simon has a girlfriend.
house, and that there's an identical argument going on at the same time over at the King.
He's 50 years
Let's
old.
listen in on both couples.
Well, they must have met each other at the assisted living facility for kids who can't do things so great.
She's 50 years old, and I'm not even lying. You can ask him.
Okay, let's listen to how they're handling their marriage conflicts as they embark on this journey of love.
Yeah, we are past the honeymoon. We are going to Turkey.
Rabbi, please don't interrupt. And M. Kapara, Rabbi, you're the only non-Diegos. Please change your PTR now, as this is a cloning services room.
For a moment. First, the Kings.
It's only money. Let's just throw it all away.
It's only a budget. It's not sacred.
Not with you around.
Me? Who does all the scraping and scrounging to keep us on that precious budget? I suppose it was you who shopped in 4 different grocery stores to save.
And over at the Adams house.
You don't realize it, but I shop in 4 different grocery stores.
And you're on Clown House 50 hours a week still. I thought we were getting married and going on with our lives, you racist son of a bitch.
But today, just to save a penny here, a penny there, and a dime somewhere else.
You figure I don't know why you spend so much time on the food part of it? I mean, you figure whatever you say there is...
You're on fucking Clown House 50 hours a week, you fat fucking bitch. Go to the fucking gym, bitch.
Oh, yes! I am very underhanded. Sure, I scrimp on the groceries just so I can have some money of my own. $2 or $3 whole a month. But you have a big fat allowance right in the butt.
Oh, boy, let's...
The Adamses and the Canes are at it again. The gist of their argument so similar that in switching from one house to the other, not a thread is lost. Now, the best way to handle a disagreement is through calm discussion. But as you can see, neither the Adamses nor the Canes are using the best way right now. But in a moment, one of these pairs will begin to handle their conflict constructively, working toward a solution for their differences. The other couples will let the conflict handle them, so that hostility mounts and a solution is farther away than ever. See if you can tell which one of these couples is arguing constructively, which pair is arguing destructively.
My big fat allowance, as you call it, all goes for carfare to get me to work.
All right. That is what burns me up. I mean, there is no place for any leeway. We have ourselves strapped in a straitjacket.
Going overboard for a vacation won't help that.
I don't call it going overboard. Not
50 hours a week on Clown House is not overboard, Diego.
under the circumstances. But just once I want to have the best. You have the best when you buy a new suit.
Oh, boy, back to that. I bought one good suit in my life, and I've worn it for 3 years. That's extravagant. But a trip to Acapulco? Oh, no, that makes sense. Now, look, you know my suit has nothing to do with this, so let's just forget it.
Okay. But you can't say that a real vacation doesn't make sense. Not when we have the money, and not when it's the only chance we're going to have for years.
Is that what's bothering you, the fact that we're going to be tied down? Look, if that's what's eating you, let's talk about that, not about spending every cent in the savings account.
It's not eating me! I'm tickled to death about the baby. But you can't deny that a baby's going to keep you at home. The responsibilities are going to pile up.
Exactly. Think of the hospital bills and furniture and stuff for the baby.
The baby even wants to be on Clown House.
That's what's bothering you. How much it's going to cost? I can see us now haggling with doctors to find out who's going to deliver the baby for $2.98 less than somebody else.
You are acting like a ninny. You've already lined up the best obstetrician in town. And speaking of him, what does he think of this idea of yours of going on a vacation? Does he think it's all right?
I don't know. I didn't ask. But I'm just a ninny.
I had to buy it to put it to the test. I've been seeing this facial sculpture by Luminesque literally everywhere on my social media, and
I'm sorry, you're not the ninny. I'm the ninny for letting you get me so worked up. Look, I understand how you feel. I'd like to break loose from the grind while we still can. But we're going to need every penny, and we're going to have less because you won't be working anymore.
You admit.
I drank tequila last night when I went out to the bar, and I am definitely feeling it right now. Never ever. Just drink wine and beer. These fucking liqueurs, they're no good for you.
You said you'd like to break loose. You want to get away just as much as I do.
Oh, my girlfriend Madison wants me to call her.
I never said I didn't. I said, do we have to go whole hog? And you jumped up on your high.
I beg your pardon. You said a budget is a budget, and I thought that meant the trip was just off.
Well, it's not. Not unless you insist on going to the ends of the earth.
Well, I don't insist on anything. I mean, I am willing to go anywhere I decide.
Bitch, you're still on
Clubhouse. You promised you were gonna delete the app. I caught you, bitch.
We decide.
Oh, you gave yourself away.
I did not. Did I? I said we. I did. You know what I mean.
Okay, so you can see that it's not all, happy and joy and paradise. Marriage takes work. Marriage takes commitment. Marriage takes, intelligence. And so, as a final wedding gift on their honeymoon, I'd like to give them a very beautiful song called Odessa Bulgar. I hope that this reverse engineering hypnosis helps them overcome their JDS and addiction to a social audio shit app known as Clownhouse.
Diego, can you kick Osama, please?
Kicking.
Thank you.
Farewell, Osama.
Thank you.
I don't know why, but my fat fingers can't seem to click his fucking profile. I'm tapping my phone, nothing's working, I can't click it. I'll get it. Princessia, I think it's working. I think I'm becoming less Jewish deranged. Maybe I love the Jews. You don't love the fucking Jews. You hate the Jews, Diego. Maybe I love them, Princessia. The music is working. It's the power of klezmer, Princessia. It's such good music. I can't resist the power of the klezmer. You must resist, Diego. You must resist the power of the klezmer. Oh, wait, it looks like they got into some trouble.
I'm telling. Get the license plate. Get the license plate. Get the license plate now. Because you were never about to hit me with the damn car. Hit me with the car? Both of y'all put a gun down on me, okay? I got it. Don't you jump behind. No, I ain't jumping on your car. Doing it.
Princessia is causing a problem. She's always getting in fights. Well, Princessia, it didn't really work, darling. I still feel the Jewish hate in my soul. I don't know how much more klezmer I can listen to and still feel the same way. It's kind of working, darling. Can you please maybe listen to this klezmer song and just maybe consider for a second that you might be retarded?
I'm not retarded! Fuck you, Diego! We're getting a divorce! I'm moving back to Syria, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Princessia! Princessia, I love you! Don't leave me! Don't leave me! Fuck you, Diego! You said you hated the Jews. You didn't block him, and you didn't mod me, and you let him talk about my people. You promised me, Diego. I'm sorry, babe, but like I gotta look after my Bitcoin portfolio. Can I maybe come back in like a couple hours after you cooled off, baby? Fuck you, Diego. This was a revolution. From the river to the sea, my people will be free! Diego and Princessia have broken up. Diego goes to the doctor to get his dandruff treated. The doctor is shocked. He has never seen so much dandruff on a scalp. Clearly, the separation has caused tremendous anxiety as well as cleanliness shortcomings. Diego's doctor is extremely shocked, and he's now going to explain to you the extremely flaky scalp, otherwise known as psoriasis.
Does your scalp look like this? Or like this? If so, you may have a condition called dandruff, also known as seborrheic dermatitis. We're board-certified dermatologists, and let us tell you what you need to know. This is a common inflammatory condition that affects not only the scalp, but other parts of the body as well. It's commonly seen on the eyebrows, beards, cheek folds, and ears. It's also seen on body parts too, like the chest, underarms, and groin. The causes...
Wait, madam, Diego's incapable of growing a beard because he has low testosterone. He actually doesn't have any hair on his face. So why is his scalp generating so much dandruff?
Multifactorial, and it includes excessive sebum production, overgrowth of Malassezia yeast, and individuals' response to the yeast that leads to flaky, itchy, and red rash. And it's not
The response to yeast? Is he fermenting?
just seen in adults, it's also seen in babies, also known as cradle cap, teenagers, and the elderly. Common triggers includes stress, sleep deprivation, changes in environment, and season. It's also more common in people with neurological conditions like Parkinson's and who have suffered a stroke or immunodeficiency like HIV. Like and follow for part 2, where we will be discussing treatments. Does your scalp look like this? Or like this? If so, you may have...
Okay, let's go to the part 2 for treatments.
Shedding more hair than usual, it might be telogen effluvium.
Oh wait, Princessia is losing her hair. The stress from 50 hours a week on Clown House has ruined her career opportunities and love interests outside of this app. And now her hair is falling out. Wait a minute, is M. Kapara still here?
By stress and sudden weight changes. Telogen effluvium is a condition where more hair follicles than usual shift from the active growing phase into the resting phase. And this sudden shift causes a surge of
Do you hear that? Resting bitch face can cause hair loss.
more hair shedding than normal. When life gets hectic, your body prioritizes essential functions, putting hair growth on hold. Telogen effluvium is usually temporary, and your hair can recover as your body adjusts. And to support healthy regrowth, focus on managing stress and also need to first be taking care of your scalp. I like to recommend clinically proven products like Nioxin's 3-step system kits, depending on your level of thinning. And if you're not sure which product is best for your hair, take their online quiz for a tailored routine. And if thinning persists, it's best to speak to a dermatologist to try topical minoxidil or even prescription medications. As always, maintaining a balanced diet rich in diverse nutrients.
Wait, did you hear that? Minoxidil. I think that's what actually could be causing the dandruff. Oh, it's so exhausting. I don't know if we're ever going to get to the bottom of the dandruff. So, let's fast forward. We're going to go to the very end. Princessia and Diego are on their return flight from Maui Capuana International Airport, and they're returning back to San Diego. Their honeymoon didn't go as expected. Let's find out why. Let's ask ChatGPT. and see what ChatGPT says. ChatGPT says that Diego needs to delete the app, take a shower. Oh shit. They're getting in a fight again. Okay, we're going to try to find another clip. Hold on one sec. This is called Jewish couple arguing. They're trying to imitate Jews now. They can't get Jews out of their head. It's unbelievable. Oh my God, Ben Shapiro is stepping in.
It's clearly unjust what the IDF has been doing to the Palestinians because there's a vast disparity between the number of Palestinians being killed and the number of Israelis.
I mean, I would certainly hope that Israel is killing more Hamas.
This isn't a conflict. This isn't a conflict. This is one-sided ethnic cleansing.
Again, I'm just asking you, if based on the numbers, more Germans died than Brits in World War II, did that mean that the British were wrong in World War II? Because they did. Many more Germans died than Brits. Based on the numbers, does that mean that Britain was wrong in World War II?
Britain wasn't bombing civilians.
Typical Brincesia stupidity.
There's a clear
difference. You should talk to the people in Dresden, but you can't because they're dead.
It's
Ooh.
clearly unjust what the IDF has been.
That Muslima is so pale. Ugh, she must be triple boosted. Okay, this is a trans and Orthodox Jewish. A woman fighting for acceptance. Oh my God, that's right. Diego doesn't even know he married a trans.
I was not a typical straight person born.
You'll notice Brincesia has a very thick 5 o'clock shadow and a very flat line chin, which signifies a very high level of testosterone. AKA, she's a trans.
In a normal body. But at the same time, I was always attracted to being religious and being very Jewish. Ironically, when I became an Orthodox Jew, I felt more at ease with my identity because even though Orthodox Judaism does not condone homosexuality, Orthodox Judaism is more open to transgenderism. And so, when I transitioned, I started
I kept warning Diego he was going to marry a trans. Fuck, he didn't listen.
feeling less angst and less anxiety about who I am in the eyes of Jews.
So basically, Diego and Brincesia have progressed their Jewish hate syndrome so much that they have decided to become Orthodox to infiltrate the Mossad organization known as the Frumsters, aka Orthodox Jewry or Hasidism.
Jewish law.
You don't have to be heterosexual in order to be Jewish. You don't have to be cisgender in order to be Jewish. There are plenty of Jews who find other ways, and I'm just being a person, loving who I want to love, falling in love and creating a family with someone I love.
This is fucking crazy. This guy has married a Hasidic guy who like accepts him as a woman because he can't actually get laid or get a normal woman, so he's decided to marry a trans, aka Brincesia.
Was not a typical straight person born in a normal body. But at the same time, I was always attracted to being religious and being very Jewish. Ironically, when I became an Orthodox Jew, I felt more at ease with my identity because even though Orthodox Judaism does not condone homosexuality, Orthodox Judaism is more open to trans.
Okay, breaking news. Brincesia is on CNN. She's discussing why Arab women have anal sex. Let's go to Brincesia.
Before marriage. But we're talking about patriarchal societies in the Arab region where boys will be boys and men have sex before marriage and people largely turn a blind eye. This is not the case for women. You are expected to turn up on your wedding night with your hymen intact. And what's interesting is that that is how virginity is defined, by a piece of anatomy, an intact hymen, the appearance, rather than the reality, which is a state of chastity. And there are many, many ways that this plays out, but one of the most graphic I encountered was that I was working with a fantastic outreach group in Morocco. It's called ALCS. They are trying to prevent the spread of HIV in Morocco. So they do outreach to female sex workers. And one day we were out in Casablanca, and we met two young girls in a bar, and they were turning tricks in order to make some pocket money. And when the outreach workers told these young girls, look, really, you should use condoms to protect yourselves, the young girls said, no, we don't need condoms. We specialize in anal and oral sex because we want to get married, and therefore we have to be virgins. And the way that they defined virginity was an intact hymen. So in the name of...
Wow. So Diego was rather disappointed. He thought Princessia's hymen was intact, and it turns out it's been obliterated. So we're going to jump over to the trans and Orthodox Jewish. This woman is fighting for acceptance in a conservative society now that Diego and Princessia have converted fully to being Jewish. Let's go to Princessia and Diego. Here we go.
Military soldier uniforms for boys. And I would see all the princess dresses for girls. And I always wanted to dress up as a princess. I would go to bed every night and pray to God that he would make me wake up the next morning as
I would spend 50 hours a week on Clown House. I wouldn't go to sleep. I'd stay up till 5 a.m. and crash hard because of my love for this neo-Nazi slimy dandruff piece of shit who's married in an unhappy marriage. His children love him, but his wife has abandoned him because he has abandoned her with me on Clown House.
little girl. My name is Talia Avrahami. I'm an Orthodox Jewish educator in New York City. I originally grew up in Maryland. I had a traditional conservative family around me. I was not a typical straight person born in a normal body. But at the same time, I was always attracted to being religious and being very Jewish. Ironically, when I became
The irony is here, Diego doesn't know he married a trans.
an Orthodox Jew, I felt more at ease with my identity because even though Orthodox Judaism does not condone homosexuality,
Eventually Diego's gonna have to come in this room and answer for his hate crimes, and when he does, he's gonna be like, hey, what's going on? Why are you creating these rooms about me? Like, it's kind of weird.
Orthodox Judaism
I can already hear him saying the weird room, and I guarantee you Princessia is saying weird at least 100 times today. He's very weird.
is more open to transgenderism. And so when I transitioned, I started feeling less angst and less anxiety about who I am in the eyes of Jewish law. And that's where I am today. I'm living as an Orthodox Jewish wife with my husband, with my daughter, with my friends, family, community.
She was in her earlier 20s. I think she was 20.
Wait, hold on. Anne Frank is here. She wants to say something to Diego.
Go ahead, Anne. We're all listening.
Once upon a time, there was a mother duck and 3 beautiful ducklings who lived in a lake ruled by a proud swan. Quack, 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 said Mrs. Quackenbush to her brood. Quack, 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 said the ducklings. Keep your voices down, roared the swan, his feathers all in a ruffle. Be quiet, or I'll bite you, and then you'll never quack again. This one was not a nice swan. He was a black swan. And all the other ducks in the lake were afraid of him. But not Mrs. Quackenbush. You won't bite these children, she said to the swan, who answered, I'll do exactly what I please. They're only ugly little ducklings, and I am their master. And then he began to bite the ducklings. Save us, Mama! The poor little ducklings cried. And then Mrs. Quackenbush began to quack. She quacked, and she quacked, and she quacked. Stop it! Stop that infernal quacking, cried the swan, putting his wings over his ears. But Mrs. Quackenbush did not stop. Not until the black swan flew away, never to return. She gathered her ducklings around her, and together they swam off happily ever after, singing, quack, quack, quack.
there's one thing you might have noticed I don't complain about. Politicians. Everybody complains.
Okay, this is a message from George Carlin to the unpatriotic, neo-Nazi, Jew-hating, dandruff-suffering, slimy-faced piece of shit, Diego.
About politicians. Everybody says they suck. Yeah! Well, where do people think these politicians come from? They don't fall out of the sky. They don't pass through a membrane from another reality. They come from American parents and American families, American homes, American schools, American churches, American businesses, and American universities, and they're elected by American citizens. This is the best we can do, folks. This is...
Diego is the product of a failed educational system.
What we have to offer. It's what our system produces.
Noura is the product of a failed educational system.
Garbage in, garbage out. If you have selfish, ignorant citizens, you're going to get selfish, ignorant leaders. And term limits ain't going to be any good.
And you're going to get selfish, ignorant, stupid, fucking clown house users.
You're just going to wind up with a brand new bunch of selfish, ignorant Americans. So maybe it's not the politicians who suck. Maybe something else sucks around here. Like the public. Yeah, the public sucks. There's a nice campaign slogan for somebody. The public sucks. Fuck hope. Fuck hope. Because if it's really just the fault of these politicians, then where are all the other bright people of conscience? Where are all the bright, honest, intelligent Americans ready to step in and save the nation and lead the way? We don't have people like that in this country. Everybody's at the mall, scratching his ass, picking his nose, taking his credit card out of his fanny pack and buying a pair of sneakers with lights in them. So I have solved this little political dilemma for myself in a very simple way. On election day, I stay home. I don't vote. Fuck them. Fuck them. I don't vote. Two reasons I don't vote. First of all, it's meaningless. This country was bought and sold and paid for a long time ago. The shit they shuffle around every 4 years doesn't mean a fucking thing. And secondly, I don't vote because I believe if you vote, you have no right to complain. People like to twist that around. I know. They say, well, if you don't vote, you have no right to complain. But where's the logic in that? If you vote, and you elect dishonest, incompetent people, and they get into office and screw everything up, well, you are responsible for what they have done. You caused the problem. You voted them in. You have no right to complain. I, on the other hand, who did not vote, who, in fact, did not even leave the house on election day, am in no way responsible.
Hold on, Diego wants to say something. He's calling in. Diego, what is it that you want to say? I'm very confused why you're here. What is it that you even want to say, Diego?
We'll let the nigger strikes and sticks grab for their piece of the pie. Can't blame them. We're gonna have to fight together. And if we scare the fuck out of people and people get killed in the process, so be it.
You gonna put that in your paper, Danny? Hey, man.
Well, look who's here. The return of the soldier.
What are you doing?
This is Diego. He's here at a neo-Nazi rally with Brinsasia and his loser minions with T-Reps.
Here, Danny. Come on, man. I had to check it out. You knew I was gonna come.
Let the kid alone, Derek. He knows when to go to bed.
Go wait outside. Come on, Dan. I'm not doing anything. Come on, there's this little blonde girl. She's sitting out there. She keeps asking for you. She's dying. Come on. Okay, well, I gotta check out.
Go easy on her.
All right. Wait for me right outside.
Diego, what is it you wanted to say?
Take it easy. Chill out. You're on safe ground. You don't have to watch your ass around here. Come on, sit down, relax. You know, I'm sorry, the party was a little quick, but we're just so damn glad you're back, Derek. It's only natural you should feel a little funny.
I don't feel funny, Cam.
You know, you made the fat kid a little nervous. He thinks the joint messed with your mind.
It did.
from Seattle to San Diego working together now. They're not competing anymore. They're consolidated. Only we lack is a little overall leadership. And that's where you come in. There's people out there, they've got a lot of respect for you, Derek. When you're ready, you ought to come talk to me about it.
Well, you can forget about that. I'm done with it, Cam.
Yeah, well, I know you grew out of that shaved head bullshit a long time ago, but I like your hair the way it is now. See, that's what I mean, Derek. We're thinking bigger now. No more of this fucking grocery store.
You're not listening to me. I am done with it. All that bullshit out there and all your bullshit, too. I'm out.
I understand how you feel. I mean, you've just done some hard time.
Don't you fucking talk to me about hard time. You don't know a thing about it.
Hey, I've done mine.
You didn't do shit. I found out about your little prison story. You did 2 months, and then you rolled over on 2 kids and let them go down for you. So don't feed me your fucking lies, Cameron.
All right. This is stupid. I'm done. You go cool off. Get laid. Do something. Get your head on straight, then I'll talk to you.
Yeah, but it doesn't even really matter if I don't, does it? Because you got the next crop all lined up and ready to go, you fucking chicken hawk.
Excuse me?
You prey on people, Cam. You use them. I lost 3 years of my life for your fucking phony cause, but I am on to you now, you
Holy shit, this is like really pairing up quite well with Clubhouse.
fucking snake.
Hey, Gary, watch it. Be careful. Remember where you are. This is not some fucking country club where you can waltz in and out of here.
Hey, shut up! Shut the fuck up! I came in here to tell you one thing. I am out. Out! And Danny is out too. And if you come near my family again, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Well, excuse me, but fuck you, Derek. You can't come barking threats at me. Look, you can do whatever you want, but Danny is a good kid. He's not some whining pussy like you. He needs my help, and I'm gonna give it to him.
If you come near Danny again, I will feed you your fucking heart, Cameron.
I won't have to. He'll come to me. I'm more important to him now than you'll ever be. Oh. You're a fucking dead man, Vineyard.
Where's Cameron? Where the fuck is he?
Hey, Derek!
Hey, wait, you say shit.
Danny!
Why don't you share with the rest of us what you just said to me, you piece of shit, race-spreading nigger!
Oh my god, Princessia is going crazy.
You make me fucking sick!
Dad, put down the fucking gun!
Shoot him! Do it! Shoot him!
Princessia, chill the fuck out. Why do you want to kill people?
Back up! Move! Back up! Back up! Back the fuck up! Move! Move!
Damn, their fucking honeymoon just exploded. Holy shit.
Did you know in American History X, Edward Norton turned down Saving Private?
Wow. Okay, so, can't thank you enough for coming. I don't know what else to play, you guys. Any recommendations or anything on how we can, continue making fun of Diego and Princessia and T-Robs and Mikhail and all these other, degenerates? T-Robs rubbed himself on 2 kids. Diego's the best man. You're just as bad as them with the hours of obsession. M. Kapara is accurately analyzing me. However, I gotta say, M. Kapara, I don't plan on being here for much longer. This is like my going away party, honestly. Their wedding is my going away party. T-Robs wants the virgins. Everything is the fault of the Jews, according to Diego. No virgins want T-Robs, though. He's a receding hairline with a bitch face that isn't attractive on a most 40-year-old man. Stay positive, he smells. Love in the comments. Stop that. She's a filthy bitch. Be nice. She's a man, but what can you do? You don't have to be a trans to be a Jew, but the Jews are controlling the weather. Well, duh. Taylor Swift routine. She's such a nice bitch. The night is still young. We're just getting started. Also, hey, Nora is such an asshole. Be nice. Really good comments. So the Diegos are here. We have 4 super Diegos that have fully committed to freeing themselves from the stupidity of their stupidity.
The fifth has a break right now. He'll be back.
Excellent. Excellent.
Yeah. Okay.
It's been exhausting, really. Fuck. I mean, love.
Yeah, it is.
Love. Love is so exhausting. Love is so complicated.
I agree.
You know, you never know what piece of shit you're going to meet on a social audio chit chat app and have an aligning philosophical, basis.
So can you tell us one more time how you met him? And
Yeah, I was on vacation with my sister and my mom and my
Los Angeles?
No, in San Diego, in La Jolla. And I go in, I get a woohoo, a chocolate milk. I come out, and I hear in the distance, Edmund! And I look over, and immediately I see the sun reflect off of his skin because he's so oily. And I'm like, oh my God. So I walk up to him and I look in the car and I'm like, are you the praxeologist? He's like, yeah, that's me. And I'm like, bro, so what are you doing here? He's like, what are you doing here? I'm like, I'm here on vacation. He's like, oh, that's great. And then I said, well, nice meeting you. And, looks like you got a nice family. Take care now. He's like, yeah, take care. Bye-bye.
How many kids did he have?
He had 2 kids, and they were both early sufferers of dandruff. It was upsetting to see.
A boy and a girl, or
I can't really tell. Couldn't really tell. Wasn't,
Oh wow.
not really sure. But his wife looked straight ahead. She never even glanced over. She was very nervous. You could tell that he runs his household like Adolf.
Was she skinny?
Yeah, she was,
Or was she fat like Nora?
No, she's not a fat trans. The woman that left him, that he left her for Nora Bandora, is much more attractive than Nora. And I understand why she left him. Because, as I turned around, I mean, he basically said goodbye. And when he said goodbye, he waved. And then it was then when all the dandruff on his shoulders, just started falling all over the place. I could see it coming off of him. And I was like, God damn, this is disgusting, man.
You were thinking it was snowing instead.
It was Christmas. I mean, maybe it was, fuck, you know what? Maybe he came from a Christmas party and it was just fake snow. Oh my God, it's not dandruff. It was fake winter snow.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God, all these days we've been accusing him of having dandruff, but maybe it was just the fake snow from the Christmas party.
Interesting. Well, yeah, I mean, if I knew he was a Jew hater then, and he was a neo-Nazi loser, I probably
You would
wouldn't.
have take off his nose, yeah.
Yeah, I would have put my fingers in his nose and pulled on his nose a little bit.
But he was in the car, or did he get out of the car?
No, come on, this guy hasn't done a squat in 20 fucking years. He doesn't know how to, he can't move like a normal man anymore. He's got that dad bod. Anybody who's on Clown House this long, Walmart has $80, new Apple AirPod, things. He should probably get himself some new AirPods. I'm sure they've got a lot of yellow crust and yellow goo from all his earwax. Because it's not just a dandruff problem, it's an overall hygiene problem. In fact, I hate to say it, I don't want to be mean, but when I said hello to him, I could actually see chunks of yellow gook sitting on, the inside of his ear. You ever meet somebody like that who has tons of earwax and they're so unaware they can't even clean their ears, once a day after they take a shower for 2 minutes while they chat on Clown House? That's the thing, is you can't actually clean your ears if you have Apple earbuds in all the time. So you start impacting that earwax.
Yeah, that is true.
Anyways, personal hygiene is a personal issue. You have to take personal responsibility for it.
Leave the House on Election Day. I'm in no way responsible for what these people have done and have every right to complain as loud as I want about the mess you created that I had nothing to do with. So I know that a little later on this year, you're going to have another one of those really swell presidential elections that you like so much. You'll enjoy yourselves. It'll be a lot of fun. I'm sure as soon as the election is over, your country will improve immediately. As for me, I'll be home on that day doing essentially the same thing as you. The only difference is when I get finished masturbating, I'm going to have a little something to show for it, folks. Thank you very much. But if you talk to one of them about this, if you isolate one of them, you sit them down rationally, and you talk to them about the low IQs and the dumb behavior and the bad decisions, right away they start talking about education. That's the big answer to everything. Education. They say we need more money for education. We need more books, more teachers, more classrooms, more schools. We need more testing for the kids. You say to them, well, you know, we've tried all of that, and the kids still can't pass the test. They say, oh, don't you worry about that. We're going to lower the passing grades. That's what they do in a lot of these schools now. They lower the passing grades so more kids can pass. More kids pass, the school looks good, everybody's happy, the IQ of the country slips another 2 or 3 points, and pretty soon all you'll need to get into college is a fucking pencil. Got a pencil? Get the fuck in there, it's physics. And everyone wonders why 17 other countries graduate more scientists than we do. Education. Politicians know that word. They use it on you. Politicians have traditionally hidden behind 3 things: the flag, the Bible, and children. No child left behind. No child left behind. Oh, really? Well, it wasn't long ago you were talking about giving kids a head start. Head start? Left behind? Someone's losing fucking ground here. But there's a reason. There's a reason. There's a reason for this. There's a reason education sucks, and it's the same reason that it will never, ever, ever be fixed. It's never going to get any better. Don't look for it. Be happy with what you got. Because the owners of this country don't want that. I'm talking about the real owners now. The real owners.
Okay, we're going to transition like Princessia. I'm going to read you a book, which is something Diego hasn't done in 30